last weekend of the Steering Karting Championships 2024, and we're in a qualifying. As you can see, brand new Mojo D5 tires on, and we will jump ahead to our fastest lap of this qualifying session in just a few seconds. And there we go, through this last two corners and onto the start finish straight. You can see we're using the inside curb here a bit. That's quite a new line that I'm trying out. Then out of turn 2, turn 3, a bit of oversteer, but not too bad. Braking into the chicane using the curb on the inside, so this was perfect actually. And then through the infield and through this nearly flat out right-hander, a bit loose rear, but it's quite a clean lap actually. Going on to the start finish straight once again and over the line, and that was a 38.519, and it puts us on P4 for race 1, and we're already in grid formation for this race 1 out of 2 of the weekend. And you can see right side of the screen, flag goes down and we do get a very poor getaway. 336 already side by side, but he messed up the first turn. 388 was quite slow, and he lost momentum. So up towards the chicane, we're not going defensive, but we're hard on the brakes, but not losing that much. Gaining a bit on the 338, but we're just making those small mistakes. Once again losing the toe a bit out of this very tricky 180-degree corner. Then here carrying too much speed into the corner, and we already pulled a gap between us and him, and we're jumping ahead. The race was quite boring actually. There is only one scene I want to show you, and that's I think lap 8 or so. So half of the race done. A bit of a gap to the 388. And we do get pressure from the 346 behind. So you can see we're going a bit defensive. You can see he's trying to launch it down the inside, but you might have probably heard it. He got on the curb and his chain snapped, so he's out of this race. And that has been our only more or less spectacular moment in this race. The rest was just driving in circles, and I don't want to bore you with those 18 laps, so we will soon jump ahead to race 2. You can see him standing on the left side, that's basically it. Jumping ahead to the last lap of the race. You can see quite dark clouds on the sky, so maybe race 2 is maybe we will have a wet race too. Checkered flag is out. I'm not too happy, but still P4 over the line, but not very spectacular as we're as we're jumping ahead to race 2, and there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Wet track. It started raining during the junior race, so everyone switched to a full wet setup, and we were quite in a hurry, because we decided to put on a different set of wet tires. In the end it was quite stressful, and we ended the grid in the last moment. But anyways, now we're in this race. In the grid formation for the last race of the season in the Steering Karting Championships. Wet start in the rain, always tricky, especially going into this first corner. Try to stay away from the rubber line, but now Once again, flag on the right side of your screen. There we go. We do get a quite poor launch off the line. But so you can see a few guys are going wide. We do drive quite a good wet line, and yeah, already still in the pack. Good exit now on the inside, but now listen to the engine. We do have no power whatsoever for some reason. We do get not overtaken here up towards the chicane. So no power here. I thought as we on the rubber line, bit of loose rear. But I thought it's just because the engine was not up to temperature or something. But you can hear it again here. No power whatsoever, and here again. Yeah, the engine just has huge misfiring, and for me this was quite a difficult situation, because I am normally quite fast in the wet, or I like the wet, and you can see we are able to follow the 322. So it's quite. It's still an okay pace that we're going. So but we're losing a lot of time with this engine, and I tried a few things out. I thought that maybe we're on the wrong jetting. We didn't change the jetting. It was just not enough time. So I thought that we have a too big jetting, so that the engine gets too much fuel. So I tried to do not go full throttle on the straights, but it didn't change a thing actually. And in the end it turned out that our spark plug got wet, and that's the reason why our engine is struggling at that much in this race. So we just need to hope that the engine will survive over this 16 laps race distance, so 2 laps less than in the wet, but we can still follow the 322, and I think we're just a bit faster even with our engine problems. A small mistake from me, but once again the engine. And it's actually the podium in front of us, so we're on P4, and the 322 is on P3, and you could have probably seen it. Quite a big sideways slide, going a bit wide, and we're using the tight line here, which is normally a bit quicker, but you can also try the wide line. It depends a bit on how heavy the rain is actually. So goal is definitely to finish on the podium, and we just need to hope that our engine will survive, and just a drive now. In the end, you just need to get used to it. Podium still ahead of us, so P3 is definitely possible, as we're once again taking the tighter line. A good exit from us, and engine also not too bad, and we're quite right on the rear bumper of the 322, as she brakes late and goes off the track and into the wall, I think. And that's her P3 gone, and for us this was quite a gift, as we are now on P3, and behind us there is quite a big gap actually. So this should normally be a safe P3 now. So we just need to survive the rest of this race, which is I think 10 or 11 laps from now, so quite a long distance. But we're jumping ahead. We're now in the I think we're going into the penultimate lap now. Yeah, I think so, yes. Going into the penultimate lap now. Engine still working. It's working not good, but it's working. And as we're going up towards the chicane, you can hear that it's, yeah, it has improved a bit actually. And yeah, big gap to P4 behind, and also big gap to P2 in front of me. But I think without the engine issues, I would have probably had the pace for P2 or even P1. My teammate is on P1 at the moment, and he's quite quick in the rain. But I think P2 would have been possible. But anyways, P3 is also good for, yeah, under those conditions and with that engine. But anyways, now last lap of the race, one last time up towards the chicane. You can hear engine still working, but now we're going into the chicane, and listen closely now. We do have no power whatsoever, the engine is stalling, but we do get a spark once again, and the engine fires up again. But yeah, I think you did not see it on the video, but the marshal already put out the yellow flag, so that was extremely close. I had an absolute heart attack. And now one last acceleration, and the engine, yeah, accelerates not good, but it accelerates, and we're going over the line. P3 in the end. What a race, one of the longest races I've ever had in my career, and yeah, thanks God that the engine survived. Absolutely incredible. And yeah, it was just extremely weird, misfiring, and yeah, just weird. And yeah, as I described it to my dad after the race, yeah, alright, thanks for that. Yes, in the end, absolutely incredible. And yeah, I was not that happy with B3, because I know that yeah, with a good engine, yeah, we would have probably, yeah, been able to get with the leaders. But anyways, thanks for watching, and see and hear you in my next video. Yeah, bye bye.